Buy what you want when you've set aside enough for your investments. So just an example, yung mga cellphones, no? An iPhone X is around 50,000 pesos. Okay, but the basic smartphone, which is already a smartphone anyway, is just 6,000 pesos. So can you imagine the difference? Almost 10 times yung price, di ba? So, you can ask yourself, there are areas where you could actually save so that you can set aside more for your investments. Okay? And, try to remember the saying. Too many people buy things they don't need with money they don't have, trying to impress people they don't even like. So before you go out and buy stuff, diba? So parang nagpapa-impress kayo na, ay, kailangan din. Hindi nyo naman kilala yung mga tao dyan, diba? Tsaka minsan kagalit nyo pa, parang, bakit? Parang walang point, no? Okay, so my reflection is you should prioritize on things that money cannot buy, and that's your peace of mind. So, yung ganda ng bag mo, yung pala wala kang peace of mind, diba? Nag-worry ka parati, diba? Or some things that money can't buy also would be intelligence, some skills, okay, that others can't do. Okay? And good family relationships. Diba? Okay? And tips on how to stay disciplined in investing. Sorry, may mga grammatical errors. Tsaka madaling mag-type. Okay, you can open a separate bank account from your payroll account. And then, schedule an automatic fund transfer every payday. So, kailangan, mabuti lang hindi nyo na makita sa savings account nyo. Kasi minsan nakikita niyo yung pera na mas, may seat sale sa Cebu Pacific. Pinasinang ko yung pera. Diba? Pwede, sige. Mag-book na ako. So, ganon. Mabuti lang walang money dyan para hindi nyo na magalaw. Separate nyo na yun. And then, there's already a function where you can automatically invest the money. Para hindi nyo na siya makikita. Bibili na siya agad ng funds or bibili na siya ng stocks. So just make it as automatic as possible so you don't, you can't, hindi nyo na matitigil. So investing becomes more automatic. Okay. So I don't know what happened to the screen. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I guess one of the problems of people also is, what if sagat na ako? Let's say right now, you're earning 20,000 pesos. And to maintain your lifestyle, you don't have anything else. Parang, I can't afford to save kasi sagat na ako eh. Okay? So, meron pong mga bonus, di ba? So, pag nakuha yung bonus, tama-tama, malapit na lumabas ang bonus this Christmas. Tell yourself, I'm gonna set aside 50% for investments. Instead of thinking, what can I buy with my bonus? Sabihin nyo ng sarili nyo, 50% I will set aside for investments. And then also, when you get a pay increase, kahit yung pay increase yun na lang, 50%, i-set aside yun na, or you make this promise to yourself that if I get a pay increase next year, I'm going to set aside 50% for investments. So that's something I think you can do. Okay, so when's the best time to buy stocks? Okay, the best time to buy stocks is today, even though the market is not good. Okay, and I just want to share with you some numbers that will show to you why time in the market is more important than time in the market. Okay, so we have these two examples. So there's this, let's just say, a turtle investor who started investing and buying stocks when he was 25 years old. Okay, he set aside the money because he was only earning 25,000. So he set aside 5,000 peso a month. Okay, but then there's this other guy, the rabbit investor. Sabi niya, total, I have 50,000 peso naman. Di tsaka na ako mag-i-invest. Mag-enjoy muna ako buhay ko. Pero he also starts investing. But he starts investing much later in life. Okay? If you look at the amount that they set aside the same amount of 2.4 million. Okay? So yeah. But they started investing during a different time frame. Okay. So what happens? So the person, parehong nag-set aside sila 2.4 million. Naipon nila. Pero the person who started early, actually, yung pera niya na-compound to 26 million. That's based on an assumption of a 10% per annum return. But the person who started later also set aside 2.4 million. Only was able to grow his money to 6.8 million. So sayang talaga yung oras. Kailangan start as early as possible. Okay. Okay, it's never too early to start investing. Okay? So ako, even if you have children, actually you should start investing for them already. Okay? My children are actually investors, so I'll share that with you later. Okay? So, ayan, senior na excited sila mag-share agad. Pinorward na nila yung slide. Sige. So, you can set aside the money that they get from the birthdays and Christmases and their allowance. Okay? So, my children have been investors since birth, actually. Yeah, that's a picture of my kids. Actually, that was several years ago. They're much older now, but anyway. So, they've been investors for 11 years now, since 2007. Their effective annual return is 14.7%. Okay, which if you think about it, 14.7 is not a lot of, it's not a big, spectacular return. But, because they've invested for such a long period of time, their simple return on capital is 200%. That's because of time lang. Ah. So, malaking bagay yun. So yan, kahit mga babies pa lang, pag kami nakukuha ang pera. Tsaka naman, you know, your children have you to support them for their lifestyle. If somebody gives them money, rather than telling them, okay, let's go to Toy Kingdom and buy something you like, diba? I think it's a good discipline to teach them to set aside a portion of the money already and invest it in stocks, no? Because they are actually the perfect investors. They won't really need the money until they grow older.